Welcome to the Point 101. I'm your host, Gail, and today we're diving deep into a topic that touches the heart of every parent and guardian: God's promises for our children. Join me. Hello, everyone. Hello. You know what? I need to do something real quick. Don't move. Sorry about that. But I am back. Hello, welcome all. It is Gail here. No. It's Sledge. It's Sledge. It's Sledge and not Gail, okay? When we're on the topic about children, it is Sledge. But how are you all doing? Happy Monday for some of us. Guys, it seems like these weekends are going by pretty quick. And I believe we look up again, we will be at the end of the year and well into 2026 because it just seems like this time is flying by. You hear me? Flying by. Hold on and let me add Instagram in here before I forget. And I will try my best to keep an eye out for you guys. And I'm going to log in before I get there. Allow me, I need to check and make sure that my volume is good because I'm using a mic today instead of my computer. And I hear some of the notifications are going out. So just 1 second here. Okay. I am going to put the WhatsApp number. For those who would like to call in. There you go. And then I will put the app here for the ones that would like to join my live. Okay, trying to do it all. Bear with me. Have patience. But I did a post already letting everyone know what our topic will be this week. Okay. And for those who follow, I had a conversation about child bullying and a child that was bullied. I believe she was 11 years old, and she had unlived herself because she could not take it anymore. Very sad situation, but we will continue to have these discussions about how are we to handle child bullying. And the day before yesterday, I do believe, across my news feed, there was a child. She looks to be 12 or 13 because, you look at the little boy, he looks to be maybe 6. She looks to be 12 or 13. And normally from kindergarten, it used to be up to 6th grade, they would share school because, junior high starts about 7th grade or so. But this child was bullying someone's child, and the man asked the little girl to stop bullying his son. Well, she replied back, "Yes, Papa," and she bent down. I guess she was about to say something to his son. And I am telling you, if it was 7 days in a week, he slapped 5 of those days out of her. And some people were saying that's what she get for being disrespectful. Um, from what I saw on the video, I just don't understand where the disrespect came in at. It's not like she just started insulting, disrespecting, or cussing the man out. She said, "Yes, Papa." And then she bent down as if she was going to, I don't know, say what to the little boy. Really, I have no idea. But like I said, the fact that he responded with a slap across someone else's child's face, we need to have that discussion on how to handle this type of situation when it arises. And to me, if, first of all, you as a man have no business slapping no little girl in the face. Because when I tell you that child was young, the child was young. She looked to be 12, 13 the most. And all her little friends, if that's who it was that was around her, they all looked to be the sixth grade, maybe seventh. I don't know. But to me, the way he handled it in front of his child was wrong. And even though this child may have been wrong for bullying his child, but what you don't realize is that you just traumatized someone else's child. And I just truly believe that two wrongs don't make it right. And there's a way to handle this, especially going through the school district first, or need be filling out a police report. But to take it upon yourself to handle another child in that manner, I just don't see it. I don't see it. And to me, it's just wrong on all levels because now, what are you teaching your child? And I keep saying this, what a child sees at home is what a child will do in the streets. So now, if your child was traumatized by this person bullying him, now you just traumatize your child and someone else's child even further. Like I said, a lot of people have their own opinion, and we have to respect that. Granted, we all are entitled to our own opinion, but to me, again, you as a grown man slapping someone else's child in the face, you as the grown man. So is the message that you are teaching your son that it is okay to slap a female? Like, what message are you sending to your child? What situation have you just put your whole family in because you did not know how to control your anger? So the lines are open for those who would like to call in, or for those who would like to just appear live. We need to continue to have this open conversation to try to help each other navigate through these times, these trying times that a child is being bullied And what can you teach your child about handling the situation? Now, to me, the child coming to tell, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, did that parent notify the school that this was going on? Did the school notify the parent of that child that it is going on? But it should get to the point that you, as a parent, take matters into your own hands to discipline someone else's child. And it also shows that you, as a parent, it is your responsibility to your kids tell you something, not at home, and that discussion is had about the harm on another child that can come from bullying, then your children, and I'm not going to even say that your child would not do it because really it's all said and done. We can teach our children right from wrong from day one, but to me, again, I would say, but if you do not teach your child self-esteem and your child go outside of your door and suddenly start trying to be in with the in crowd, oh, everybody else is laughing and making jokes and, um, bullying this child, then let me continue. I have said before, you do not teach your child, the streets will teach your child for you. But for another adult to take it upon themselves to put their hand on someone else's child, there are repercussions behind that. Because whereas your child is just being bullied, who knows, being name called or whatever, you just took it upon yourself to assault someone else's child. Because guess what? If that parent did that and someone seen it, they would call it child abuse. So why do you think if you assault someone else's child, that is not child abuse? We need to make better decisions and better choices. If we are to by example, then what the father just put in his face tells his son that if you say something to someone and they respond in a way that you think is disrespectful, then you ought to take matters into your own hands. Or if a girl gets in your face, young, old, it doesn't matter, then it's up to you to put them in their place. Because this, to me, is my thought on it all. So basically, now, maybe for a night or two, then you're in jail. So you're taken away from your family. Times are hard as it is. And now any extra money that should be going towards your family, now you have to use that money to get a lawyer to fight a case. Now, there's no telling how that child parent would say that this has caused her psychological harm and, all the counseling that she would need to go. You, you already know. So again, there are steps that you should take outside of taking matters into your own hands because not only two wrongs don't make it right, But now you're taken out of your child's mouth. See, we get to this place where I've seen it so many times, you know, parent goes into the schoolhouse. I want to fight the child that's bullying my child. I want to fight the child or the children that jump my child. Let me tell you something, and this I can tell you from experience. You want to get that parent's attention, take them through the court system. Mhm, mhm. Take them to the court system. Take them through the court system. Because let me tell you what a parent do not like. Neighbors watching police to their door and someone leaving out the house. If you want to get a parent's attention, do it the legal way. Sometimes it may take a little longer. The schoolhouse is to protect your child. Mhm. Bring the news into it. You think they want that type of uh, publicity? Whereas the school is saying that, you know, they did not keep your child safe? No, no. It's costing anyone. So instead of using physical force, because now they may look at the child and say, stay away from that child. You guys don't speak anymore. May add a hall monitor to make sure that that child is not saying anything to your child. That may happen. But what happens to you? Because let me tell you something. They are going to drag you through that court. They are going to drag you through that. It may be so that now all of a sudden you're not even allowed to go pick your child up. So chances are now you have to pick your child up, remove them from that school, and relocate somewhere else. See, what we need to realize is that we are responsible for our actions. And when we take matters rather into our own hands, there's a cost behind it. In this here time, in this here world that we are living in right now, we all know if you took hours unnecessarily out of your household, it's painful because you just eggs or maybe a gallon of milk. And if your child is used to seeing there, now you're no longer there because why? You were with those matching bracelets. So again, we must pick and choose our battles wisely and to show your child that this is the way that you handle situations is that you just lose it. And I believe that is what's happening with a lot of our children anyway. They go outside as soon as someone says something to them, they are ready to put their hands on someone else because, again, this is what they are taught. It's being taught at home. The way that man handled that child, again, like I said, to me, she looked 13 years old. And that there whack that he gave her, I'm telling you, if that happened on Tuesday, he had already removed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday away from her whole soul. And you did it to your child. And so now, basically, when it's all said and done, you have caused more harm to someone else than they caused to yours. And why? Why? What did you get out of it? Let's just go into that a little deeper, okay? Because we need to make sure that we are covering all the bases. And so I am going to look at one of the the first question. When the tables turn, how should parents respond if their child is the bully? Not for the ones the child is doing the bully. What is it like? Why would your child do that? If someone bullies them, it's the behavior that's being taught at home. Because see, sometimes we just believe in our hearts of hearts that as parents, there's no way we can bully our own children. And that is the misconception there. That is the lie that we tell ourselves. If you honestly believe that you will not bully your children, where would they get that behavior? Like, what is going on with your child that your child would leave your home and go and bully someone else? We have to deal with it. Now, here's a couple of reasons that I believe that it would happen. And like I said, I'm entitled to my opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. And if you think otherwise, that is why. The WhatsApp number is there. Yes, it is ready for whoever wants to call in. That is why the app is there so that you can follow that app and join the live. So we are going to speak about bullying, where that behavior can stem from, various factors, often intertwined with a child's environment and experiences. Now, we're going to look at some common reasons why a child might still bully, including the impact of their home atmosphere. Okay? So, the very first one, some of these are posted on my to the point. Let's talk about it. Facebook. Hello, Kelsey Nika on Instagram. Hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. Hello. So now let's speak about where where they can possibly get it from. Why? Okay. So the first reason I have is seeking power and control. To me, that is on the top. That is on top of the list of reasons why your child would start bullying, seeking power and control. So, the reason children who feel powerless in their own lives may bully others to gain a sense of control or dominance. We know a reason. At home influence, a chaotic or unstable home environment may lead children to seek power in social settings where they feel lacking. Someone has power over them, and so they seek to gain power over someone else. Makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Here's another one that I have listed. And for the ones that's on Facebook, you may see this, okay? Um, Modeling behavior. Children often mimic behaviors they observe in others, especially authority figures or parental. That is the reason why I say, if you truly believe that you cannot bully your child, oh no, oh no. And sometimes as parents, we are the biggest bullies. We are the ones bullying our children and looking at it like, I don't see anything wrong with it because this child is. And again, what they see at home is what they will take to the streets. You bully them, You use corporal punishment on them, you insult them, they will do it outside. So, at home influence. If parents or siblings engage in aggressive or bullying behavior, a child may replicate this in their interactions with peers. Again, you do it to them, they do it to others. If you do not control at home and think it's okay because it's siblings, then you're adding to it. You yourself is adding to the bullying. If you look at a brother and sister, if that was being bullied constantly, and you don't put a stop to it, the one that's being bullied, they will go out and they will start doing the bullying to others because it's a way of them gaining control and getting the attention. Even though the attention is negative to a child, attention is attention. It doesn't matter how I get it. If we as parents in our relationship and we allow them to bully us, yeah, yeah, even in a relationship and a marriage, doesn't matter. You can still be bullied. And guess what? The child sees it. You put up with it. You do nothing to put a stop to it. And what is that telling that child? That that behavior is okay. See, a lot of times we do not want to accept our role, the responsibility, the shame we carry, not knowing and knowing we are sending that generational curse down to the next generation. It happened to us. It happened to our mother. It happened to her mother. It's a generational curse again that we refuse to break this cycle. And now here it is. Whereas, when we were coming up, yeah, you kind of just, teased, push, shove, call names. Now, for some reason, the children now just seem so vulnerable. I hope I said it right. That V word. That they don't know how to cope because they're not being taught how to cope. Because again, we are so busy trying to keep a roof over their head, keep food, pay all the bills. That when a child comes in the beginning and say, so and so is making fun of me, the whole class is laughing at me, they're calling me names, they're saying things about you. We just look and go, oh, just go to school and ignore them. God, God. The bullies from yesterday and the bullies today, it is totally different. It is totally different. It's almost as if, I don't want to say that not enough time is being put into these children. Like I said, it's just stresses of the world. But you know how they used to say that you have to build your child's self-esteem. It's almost like this day and time, the moment you push a child out, it's like you're just rocking. And if they say you're ugly, if they say you don't have no hair, whatever they say, you don't have to just believe in it because you are beautiful and you are strong and you can take on the world. Like that is what you need to be saying while you're cradling your child. And that's just real talk. That's the topic that you are having with a newborn child. Don't you go out and bully people, do not call people names. Like that is the conversation that you are having with the newborn this day and time. Because if you don't, you know what they say, if you yourself do not correct your child, the world outside will correct them, and it will be a situation. Let's go on. Let's look at a couple more, okay? Now, at home influence. If a parent or sibling engage in aggressive or bullying behavior, a child will replicate interactions with peers. And then here it goes, low self-esteem. Some children bullying others to mask their own insecurities. It's true. It's true. You know what? A lot of times it be the ones that every parent have the money to go get a pair of Jordans or, some LeBrons or, have the latest clothes. And so the ones that can afford it, so suddenly now you're making fun of the ones who can't. You're making fun of the ones who have a regular pair of jeans from Walmart or Target, but you're going to the mall, to the high stores buying your children, and those be the ones with the half silk spoons in their mouths looking down on others, or the ones that cannot afford it. So now they're so angry, and the only way for them to protect themselves is to take on the role as, oh, I'll do this to you, and now you're going after a child that you perceive have more than you. Now, oh, you're ugly, oh, you're stupid, you're just saying things to put them down because someone did it to you, so you don't master that behavior. And what is the parent doing? Nothing. They're in denial. A lot of them don't even care because why? They come from broken homes. They come from broken, and really, a child does not want that to get out. A child does not want that. Hello, Darius. A child is not wanting that type of secret to get out, and so they go outside of their door. And the only way to keep it a secret is to start to bully, because you have to have low self-esteem to just want to go up to someone and start, you know, like the little girl, the 11-year-old girl who was told that ICE was coming to her house to remove her parents to deport them. And then here this child, 11 years old, so afraid that she lies herself. The bullying so bad. And the sadder part about it is school never notified the parents that their child is a victim of bullying. Never. The whole time it was going on in the schoolhouse, that parent was notified. Now, social pressure and peer influence. Children may feel compelled to bully others to fit in or gain acceptance of their peers. And you know what? And the sad part about that right there, that is something that will continue on through every generation. Wanting to fit in, that need to be known, that need to be accepted. And why? I have said plenty of times, we as parents need to be held accountable for our children's behavior. And sometimes you can do your best. Some of us are even in denial. We look at it like, oh, well, that's not, oh, kids are going to be kids. Not this day and time. Because now, to me, with all that's going on in the world, children tend to take what they think they and put a sharp edge on it, come at each other with it. Who wants to hear, oh yeah, your father got arrested? Who wants to hear, oh, I seen your mother in the corner doing drugs? Who wants to hear, oh, your sister just had a baby by so and so? Who wants to hear, oh, you know what? Your parents are immigrants and they have to go home and you're not going to have a mom or dad. Who wants to hear, oh, I heard your mother was shopping at the thrift store? Who wants to hear it? See, you look at it like the kids. No, no, not today. Not today. Because, like I said last week, I have never heard of a time when a child, probably from the age of 8, right into their teenage years, will unalive themselves. And it's happening. And we as parents need to put a stop to it. So when we see our children bullying their siblings, we must put a stop to it. But when our children see us outside, we lead by example. That father slapping all the days of the week out of that girl. And like I said, when I seen her, she looked to be maybe 13 the most. All the ones around her, they just look like little elementary school cats. And you can tell, you know why I say that? Because if that was a high schooler that that parent had slapped, today's children have band together. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That little boy would have to have jumped in and helped his father out. And that we know for sure. Because these children today, the way they just move around in packs like wolves to pounce on someone, you can tell that's not a high schooler. For those kids to have that type of interaction, from what I gather, would be kindergarten through 6th grade. What are we teaching our children? And we handling situations by act of violence always is what we're handing down to our children. You know the second part about it all, um, not to separate according to nationality, but when it's all said and done, when the cameras are on, a lot of times it's people of color. Yeah, it's people of color. And what we don't realize is that stigma that we continue to live up to, out of control, always wanting to fight, always wanting to cuss, always wanting to do everything that's negative. We don't break that. We truly, truly do. Again, I'm just getting to the point, and we're talking, and that's why this here show is always come to a point when a woman is talking about, because we need to have this here discussion. Because all the negativity that's placed on us is what we live up to. We live up to it. And not to say that it does not happen with any other nationality, it does. But the focus is always, this is what they do, this is how they act. And when you read the comments always start with, just look at them and look how they, you know, you have to put this into the word, but how they unlie each other, how they disrespect each other. You know what I mean? It's always something negative, but we live up to that. We live up to that. I was on my Instagram yesterday, and there was a mother and a daughter, quote, so it says, allegedly, got into women, but they said it was a mother and daughter. We got into it with a guy, and the daughter walked up the man's driveway and kicked his dog. It was a little one. So as a mother, first of all, I don't even know what happened. So I can't go into detail. But what I can tell you is that the man had one dog in his hand, the other dog was in his grasp, and she walked up the driveway and kicked the dog and said, "Yeah, I did it." But now when they knocking on your door, talking about assaulting an animal, a dog hush, an animal cruelty, everyone wants to know what I'm talking about. It's racism and it's this and it's that. I'm sure that man that slapped out your foot, he had an accent, so I don't know where. He would knock on the door. He really believed the door. And the girl that he slapped, she could be Caucasian, she could be Mexican, I don't know, but she was not African American. And so I say that to say this, with all the get them out of this country, get them out of this country, get them out of the country, like you should not live your life in fear, but you should not be bringing attention to yourself as well. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy, and we look to others to say it's their fault. We wouldn't point the finger somewhere. Every situation doesn't mean that it's time for hand to foot combat. It's not. It's not. If something's happening to your child, walk yourself up to that schoolhouse. Have a conversation with the principal, but don't go in there yelling and screaming and causing a scene. Go in there like you have some sense. Dress appropriately. Go in there with your house slippers, a hair bonnet, pom-pom shorts. Don't do all that. Don't do all that. Because now, instead of trying to get one situation handled, now you're going to cause another situation because you're up there being a nuisance and causing a disturbance. And so, what we do know, I don't care what color you are, if when you go into a public place screaming, just foaming at the mouth, pointing, throwing things, it's a disturbance. So now they're going to flip that. They're going to turn it around. And what is that showing the child? You didn't get anything resolved. Really. You just caused more trauma to your child because now, here for you to get out to school when they burn you from the school. You know what I mean? You got to pick a child down the block. Again, two wrongs don't make it right. Two wrongs do not make it right. If you really want to get, and I am telling you from experience, if you really want to get a parent's attention, well, my child is being bullied. Mhm. Contact the school. I let them know. Mhm. And went straight to the police department to file a complaint. From there, went straight to the courthouse. You got to follow through. You have to make a paper trail. I'm telling you, no one wants to see the police come to their house. No one wants to take a day off to go back and forth in court. No one wants to have their child being threatened with juvenile hall. So instead, to take them matters into your own hand. The legal system is there. Because guess what? When you go out and violate and you assault someone, you're going to have to go through the legal system then. And half the paperwork you can file online. So instead of teaching your child how to handle something the right way, you want them to learn how to go and get dragged through the legal system. You want them to sit up there, act a fool, foaming at the mouth, tossing whatever they're tossing. No one understands what you're saying because you're so busy yelling. So again, it is the parent's responsibility. It is your responsibility to teach your child when to open up their mouth and when to remain silent. It is your responsibility to teach a child that no matter what someone say, that you're always better than them. So, and you cannot just verbally say it, but you have to put it into action. You can't tell your child that someone doesn't have the right to bully or push on them. You're at home bullying them as well. And this is a reason why a lot of them are not coming to you to say this is what's happening to me because it's happening in the home. We as parents have to make better choices when it comes to protecting our children. We have to lead by example. And instead of showing your child how to be a bully, how to be a badass, oh, you don't take nothing from no one, and if they look at you wrong, you get up in their faces, and then when they go outside to do it, and the world and the law outside of your house say, I don't care what your mom and your daddy say, this can lead to a jail sentence, this can lead to juvenile hall, this can lead to the again, it's up to us as parents. And I know how busy we can become. Some of us have to work two jobs to try to make ends meet. I said it once and I'll say it again. No child asked me. No one asked, hey, you know what? I want you as a mother and I want you as a father. No, 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 no. These are choices that you made. And sometimes we have to now live our lives. I'm just going to put this out there because I keep saying this. We have to live our life according to scripture because we can't go wrong. We can't go wrong. When we introduce our children to a lifestyle that's detrimental to their health, the mental being, the financial being, as well as our own, we are setting our children up for failure. We are setting our children up for failure. We really are. But we don't want to take accountability. And this is why I said that if we can teach our children how to go out and cut somebody out, or we can put on the latest clothing, or we just look at uh, you know those Jay Z, Will Smith, and idolize them, then why are we not teaching our children how to pick up their Bible and read the scripture? So if they're not coming to you, they can communicate with the Most High. But if they learn how to pray and know that no matter what someone say to them outside that door, inside that door, no harm can come to them because they are covered in the blood of Jesus. You push everything else on them. But when it comes down to having faith and standing on the faith and knowing no ice, nobody can come in and tear down what the Most High has built, then our children would know how to navigate in life. they would know how to block out all the wants that's going on around them, all the you don't have and you can't afford it, oh, you're ugly and your hair's not long enough, and oh, your daddy been in jail, oh, your mother was so and so. He else knows. Sometimes you have the cause of our children's pain because you know why? No one acknowledged you and the pain that you were going through, and you did not have the voice to say, hey, this hurt me, or I want to express myself. You almost took my head to China when that voice is taken away from them. What do they have when they can come to you? Because when they do come to you, then all of a sudden they're always whining, oh, they're sissy, oh, you soft, you don't know how to stand up for yourself. It's always something negative. And so if you're negative and the outside world is negative, so where is this child? But if we teach them to pray, then they can go to someone higher than you and the person that's bullying them. But we have to build that foundation from young. From young, you can tell them what we smoking and drinking, and they see us party and everything else. But when it comes down to your child is just left out there. As a matter of fact, we're going to even talk this week about the mother that left her children for 4 years living by themselves until she was recently caught. So just imagine what those kids were going through. Sometimes we are the cause of our children's pain because we always choose to put ourselves first. But the minute that you lay on your back, protected, it's your responsibility. The minute you lay on your back, and you are that child's playing child. But for some reason, something didn't go right. There's the mother gone or father gone. It's still your responsibility. And this is why I said we need to bring the village back. The village. We need to bring that village back. You see a child going through something, comfort that child. You see a mother that's struggling, ask if she can use the help she can. What if she needs? Yeah, that's the clothes. Don't sell. Give it away. You have extra food and you see that family is hungry, going through some tough times. Could you pick up an extra dozen of eggs, pick up some milk? And then when you do it, if you have children in the house, you cannot talk about, oh yeah, 'cause you know she over there and she not feeding her kids because when the child hears that, what is that child doing? Going right outside the door, everybody, all that you have to do, what other person appears doing? Bullying, bullying, and that a lot of times what our children are doing, it's taught at home. This is something that is taught at home. We are teaching them how to be bullies, them how to be liars, because we tell them, "Oh, your father said, did I stop by so and so?" No. Or if your mother asked you if I was talking to this girl, say no. We teach them how to teach them how to steal. We teach them how to treat. We teach them how to cuss because we're doing it to them. Again, we are responsible for our children and we must be held accountable. But the ones that feel you're doing it the right way and your child displaying this type of behavior, don't be be ashamed to go get that child out. Obviously, there's something mentally wrong. There's something that you don't see. There's a lack of communication there. Take that child to get that child the help that that child deserves and is entitled to. So, again, we will continue this conversation tomorrow, um, on Facebook to the point where the world is talking about it. You can leave your comment, share on YouTube on to the point where the world is talk about it. Leave your comment, share on Instagram to the point 1018. Leave your comments, share. Someone needs to know. People need to your actions against another person, especially a child, according to the law, you will be dealt with. You cannot slap someone else's child because they're bullying your child. What are you teaching your child? And now, what harm has you caused this other child? You don't think that parent, because let me tell you something, someone put their hands on my child. I'm coming with the law at your door. I am coming with the law. If you fail to use the law, I will use it. And any repercussions that I will have with my child, I will deal with it. But then you're going to deal with it. And that's something that we need to realize and we need to remember. If we choose to handle our situations in the wrong way, the law will try to teach us the right way. And I'm not going to say try to teach us the right way. The law will teach you the right way because your hands does not belong on someone else's child. That's not how we're supposed to handle things. That is not the message that we are trying to send to our youth this here day and time. Like it cannot always be the way to handle something is to use violence. We can't. And then suddenly, when the law is at your door, the first thing we want to start screaming and yelling is, it's racism, it's racism. No, it's not racism, it's stupidity on our behalf. Or every time something happens, oh, this one got away with it, this one got away with it. So, this is what you're teaching your children. Well, that one got away with it, so it should be cool. No, it's not going to be cool because they would be the ones paying for it. Stop throwing away this unnecessary money. Like you're wasting your money on bail, lawyers, who knows, possibly if you're single, childcare, because now someone has to watch your child when you go back and forth to court. We have to do better. We have to do better as a society. We have to do better. So to keep on, oh, this one's doing this and this one's doing that, and they're doing this because this one is black, blue, pink, purple. We need to stop making excuses for our behavior and take accountability for our actions and the actions of our child. Had that child's parents been told, hey, your child is at school bullying, then that child would have a chance to make a correction. But again, if that situation again is that parent was now told, and now here this parent set up, come up to the school, put his hands on someone else's child, too long for me, because if you know it was that bad, once you visit the schoolhouse, once you visit the police department, once you visit the courts, case solved. Case is solved. So I will see you all tomorrow. We will continue this conversation this week, giving out different scenarios, and what attention is the child looking for? Because again, it takes a village. It takes a village. We need to bring that village back. We need to get out of this. It didn't happen to me, so I don't care. Me, and use we. Because when it's all said and done, this day and time, all the things that we're going through, it's a we situation. It's no more I. It's we need to come together. We, black, white, pink, blue, I don't care who you are. We need to come together. Okay? But I thank you for me to share this topic. And this will be the topic, okay, for this week. 2.101 is talking about it. I thank you, Darius Rock Jackson, for joining me, and the ones that's there on silent. I thank you for joining me. Again, get your questions together. If you have some experiences, some testimonies on how you handled a bully situation with your child, niece, nephew, parents, let's share so that we all can learn a lesson and put some, if not put an end to bullying, because we will never put an end to bullying, but slow it down. If there's a teacher or whatever, principal, you can put your phone out so we'll just know it is slow, hear your voice. If there are any other ways that when you come up to the school, how to not even confront the parent, confront the student, bring it straight to the principal. And if you get no result, you can go to the school district as well. You can go to the school district as well. But I thank you, and I will see you all soon, later on this week, okay? Stay blessed, and don't forget, Auntie Sledge said, we need to bring the village